Welcome to the Say It Out Loud podcast. I'm your host, Vasavi Kumar. If you're eager to gain clarity, speak with unwavering confidence, and liberate those inner voices, you're in the perfect spot. My mission here is to empower you to break free, find fulfillment, and ignite your passion. You ready? It's time to say it out loud. I've put together a guide of my top 10 tested and proven to work practical strategies and habits to help bright women like you say no, set your boundaries right, live confidently, and build healthy relationships, starting with the relationship you have with yourself. This is a self-paced guide, and I can't wait for you to dig into it so you can start becoming your most confident self, because she's in there waiting for you. Head to the link in my show notes or go to vasavikumar.com/guide and grab it today. Welcome back to another episode of the Say It Out Loud podcast. It's me, Vasavi. Thank you for tuning in. I know I've been MIA since my birthday. That was the last time I recorded an episode, was on my birthday, May 18th. But I'm back now. I just had a lot of stuff on my plate, and I just needed a major pause of a few things. Essentially, I was descaling my business. I was really looking at the things that were taking up time and energy that I didn't want to give anymore to certain projects. My podcast was one of those, so I took a break for 2 months. So if you're just tuning in, I want to say thank you for patiently waiting. And today I want to talk about being in touch with your emotions, and not just like, oh, I feel sad, I feel happy, I'm angry, naming our feelings. That's one part of it, but really deeply being in touch with how we're feeling, and not denying the existence of how we're really feeling. Because when we deny the existence of how we really feel, we cannot make actual change in our life. True transformation occurs when we are being rigorously honest with ourselves. So whether you want to leave a partner, whether you want to switch careers, whether you want to move geography, whether you need to walk away from a friendship, whether you just need to get certain things on your checklist, checked off, you avoiding it and you denying its existence is not going to lead to the true transformation that's on the other side of you looking at the things that you've been avoiding. And so being in touch with our emotions really requires rigorous honesty. It requires a hard look. And I don't like to sugarcoat shit, because I think we live in a society where it's like, okay, take this quick fix. It's like a 2-minute microwave dinner and you're going to feel great. You're going to just feel good. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel good. Just do this one thing. Just do this one thing. And it's like, from my experience, what I have noticed is that when I feel the most in touch with myself and most in touch with my emotions, it's because I have been rigorously honest with myself, and I'm not lying to myself about how I really feel. And because I'm not lying to myself, I can be honest and I can come up with aligned actions that support the life that I'm creating and that I want to create as my future self. All of this to say, all of this, the reason why I'm saying all of this is to serve as a reminder to please don't deny how you feel, right? If something is rubbing you the wrong way, examine that. I'm not saying overanalyze it and go blue in the face with trying to figure it out. Please, there's nuance here, and I'm sure you can understand that. But it's not about overanalyzing yourself, but it's being in touch with it and being so deeply connected to how you feel that nothing and no one can shake you. And I'm not saying that you're never going to get triggered again, because you might get triggered again. Life is going to life. Life is going to life whether we like it or not. Okay? So being in touch with your emotions helps you to take aligned actions. Aligned actions help you to transform your life. It will transform your life, because taking those aligned actions is you saying to God, to the universe, to yourself, I am listening. I am taking it in. I am absorbing. I am connected to what I have to say, what I have to feel, what I feel right now, what I'm currently experiencing. But how do you actually go about doing that? How do you actually get in touch with your emotions? Let's say you are the kind of person that does not really like to go deep. It's okay. There are some people that just are very uncomfortable going deep. And I used to label people like that as extremely shallow, but what I realize is that they're just not equipped with the skills to be able to go that deep within themselves, because they hit a level of discomfort that they are no longer willing to move past. Now, this podcast episode may not really resonate with someone who is unwilling to go deep. Maybe it will. I don't know. I hope it does. But if you're the kind of person that likes to go deep, I want you to begin by just every day asking yourself this one question out loud. What am I doing for myself today? What am I doing for myself today? What am I doing to stay connected to myself today? How am I getting back in touch with myself today? And this is really that inner child work, y'all. This is where you get to reparent yourself and treat yourself and give yourself that attention, that kindness, that tenderness, that compassion that maybe you did not receive as a child. This is really about you tapping into that, almost that mother, that father figure inside of yourself, so that you can reparent that part of yourself that did not get the attention that it needed or required. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I had like a car alarm going off in the background, and it was so annoying just now. And I was like trying to talk over it, and I was like, I don't want to just fill up the silence right now because there's a car alarm. Okay. Wait, did it stop? Yeah, it stopped. Okay. Yeah, we don't edit this podcast, so you're really hearing this in real time right now as I'm recording this. Like, what the hell was that? It was, I could hear it so loud. Oh my God, it's going again. Okay, anyway, guys, sorry about that. I just needed to say it out loud. It's so annoying to have a car alarm go off. Anyway, I'm going to talk over it. We're going to be okay. Where was I? Okay. So getting in touch with your emotions. Okay. So like right now, let me just use this as an example. Right now, I feel great. I feel great. I feel good inside my body. I'm a little flustered. That car alarm flustered me just a little bit. I feel a little thrown off my game right now because I was like in flow and I was talking on the podcast, and then all of a sudden this car alarm goes off like multiple, and it's not stopping, you know? So I feel a little thrown off, and I noticed that immediately I started to feel like I was rambling. And one of my biggest fears is that I'm not going to make sense to other people. I always worry that people will not understand what I'm trying to say. That has been one of my deepest fears. And when that happened just now with the car alarm, that's what was making my heart rate go up. I just kept thinking to myself, they're not going to understand me. Oh my God, I'm distracted right now. People on the podcast are going to lose interest. They're going to wonder, what the fuck is she even trying to say right now, you know? So I'm just kind of processing this out loud in real time. Like something as small as a car alarm while you're recording your podcast can throw you off. Okay. And it threw me off for a moment. It threw me off while I was recording this podcast just now. It threw me off for a moment. But I guess my point is, you know, so many of us get easily knocked down by the things that happen in our everyday life, and we get knocked down, and then we get knocked down, we get back up, we get knocked down, we get back up, and that's what life is all about, right? But I'm really curious to see how I can soar and not keep getting knocked down. And the muscle that I'm really building is that I just stay neutral to pretty much anything that's happening. I'm not going to sit and have this like hyper emotional reaction to things all the time, because I don't want my heart rate to go up and down like that. Like for me, it's like if I feel an emotion, I'll emote. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna not feel or express an emotion, but I just don't want to be so available to the noise around me, right? There's so much chaos and there's so much noise around us, and it's really easy to go up and go down and go up and go down and go up and go down. And it's like, y'all, I already have bipolar disorder. I'm not trying to go up and down and up and down and up and down. I'm on meds for that. There's no fucking way I'm trying to go on another roller coaster, given the roller coaster of a brain that I already have. No, thank you. So this is what works for me. You don't have to do what I do. I'm giving you my perspective, my point of view. Take what you want, leave the rest. That's always the goal of this podcast, is I'm going to say some things. Take what you want and leave the rest. So yeah, like for me, I don't like getting like emotionally reactive to everything. You know what I mean? I mean, if something happens and I feel an emotion, I will express it. But, when clients come to me, when I'm working with somebody, I hear some shit. People tell me their darkest secrets. People tell me things that they've never said to anybody before. And imagine if I was like, oh my God, really? Oh my God, I can't, that's not helpful to the person who's talking. You don't want to jump in the fire with other people. You want to be able to look at people from a very objective point of view. That's why also I don't take a lot of things personally. Because when someone says some shit to me, I just look at them. My mother's a perfect example of this. I went to go visit. I'm not shit talking my mother, but she's still the same exact human being since I've known her pretty much my whole life. And the reason why we get along so well now is because I've accepted her for who she is. She's literally the same person that I've known my entire life. Okay. I mean, yes, of course she's aged. She's gotten older. She's changed in that way. But she's still an Aries. Okay. And she's very fiery. She's a very fiery sign and fiery woman. And I've learned to accept that about her, but I don't try to change her anymore. And I'm not surprised by the words that come out of her mouth. And so I was able to spend 11 days with my family in Philly because normally I would not have gone. I went to Philly to stay with my mom and dad. My mom, dad, my sister, brother-in-law, niece, nephew, they all live under one roof, okay? My sister and her family were going to Iceland. We did not want to leave our parents alone while my sister was in Iceland. So my sister asked me to come to Philly so I could stay with my mother and father as moral support. So I went. And usually in the past, I would always be like, no, I can't go. I'm not going to go. I would avoid going home at all costs. But because of the work that I've been doing internally, which has really allowed me to be with anyone around me. That doesn't mean that I allow anyone around me, but I can be with anybody. Do you know what I mean? I don't get oh my God, I can't stand that person. I don't want to be near that person. I don't have that. I won't spend time with you, but I'm not dramatic about it. It's just a very clean no for me. You can walk away and you can have boundaries and you can say no and whatever, and it can be clean and no drama. Society, media makes it, the movies, you know what I mean? It has to be dramatic. No, it doesn't. Things don't have to be dramatic. We make it dramatic. So think about a change in your life. Maybe it's a hard conversation. Maybe it's a marriage that you want to walk away from. Maybe it's a friendship that you want to walk away from. Maybe it's a decision that you have to make in your business. It doesn't have to be so hard, right? We think things have to be hard, but I always ask myself, what is the simplest solution to this? I may not like it. I may not like what I have to do, but I do it because it's what's in integrity for me, whatever that thing is. So where was I going with this? We're talking about acceptance. We're talking about being with our emotions. I was talking about my mother and being able to go back and be with her. I don't remember how I started off with this. That's another thing. This is why I got to get back into podcasting, because I feel like I'm losing my memory, my short-term memory when I say stuff. And then I'm like, wait, what was I saying just now? Or it could be perimenopause. That's also what I've been told. So, wow, this feels really freeing, y'all. Maybe I need more breaks from the podcast, because now I'm back and I'm like, oh, this feels really good. I'm just allowing myself to flow. Just allowing myself to flow, y'all. God, when's the last time you allowed yourself to just talk and just flow and see what comes out of your mouth? I mean, there is so many golden gems inside of you. When you allow yourself to talk, so far on this podcast, I've really wowed myself a few times. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I just said that. Oh, that was a golden nugget right there. So say it out loud, y'all. That's really the name of the game here. Be in touch with your emotions. Be in touch with your emotions. Give them a name. Be nice. Be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Get my book, Say It Out Loud. It will help you be kinder to yourself. Talk to yourself with more kindness. Say it out loud. You can order it anywhere. We also have my Say It Out Loud group. We're in session right now, but we'll open back up in 2025 sometime. So you can get on the wait list by going to the show notes. Yeah. Anyway, I'm super happy to be back on the podcast. I felt very inspired today. And this is me ending the show because it's time for me to go. And if you want to connect, please come over to my Instagram, follow me there, send me a voice note, send me a DM, let me know that you love the episode. If you want my free audio training, go to vasavikumar.com. It's how to get through anything. You can go right on the homepage. You can just enter your name and email, and the download's right there. And I believe it's also in the show notes. Anyway, get all the stuff. Everything is in the show notes. I look forward to coming back here on the podcast, y'all. And if you made it all the way through, you're the real ones. I love you. And don't forget, say it out loud. If you love today's episode, then say it out loud. Subscribe, leave a review, and come say hi over on Instagram at My Name is Vasavi. Until next time, say it out loud.